Alright. Hello everyone. I'm gonna hit the share button here and where's the channel? There it is. Alright. So what I'm gonna be doing today is I'm gonna start by warming up, trying out some I'm gonna warm up by just running through all the Molly lineups I spent last night learning, and then and I'm also gonna try out some walls to see if I can just to see if I can get anything, because that's definitely the weak point in my Viper gameplay right now, is I don't really know much in the way of smoke lineups. That seems okay. It does kinda allow them to lurk back here, but like as long as someone covers here and here, like it limits the amount. Like if someone's holding in here with an op, they can't op out. Anyone peeking out here is going to be at a disadvantage. It doesn't get under here. Anyone playing behind Jen can't peek without being at a disadvantage. So that's not bad. And then I'm gonna try to do all these without looking at the reference video. So this one is gonna land right there, and this one is gonna land right there. Yeah, and I think that wall should be good. I would ideally like to have a lineup to throw a smoke on here, but throwing Viper smoke lineups is very risky. On maps like this, where it can just get, especially here, like if I'm trying to throw a smoke lineup, it can literally just get stuck up here, and then there goes my smoke, because I can't get that back. That's why often I prefer, if I'm playing Viper, I usually prefer to have someone else on the team smoking as well. If I can get... That's not a great wall, but
toxins going up.
Like it smokes that off, and it makes this corner a little harder to play in, because if you're all the way back here, then you just have green screen. You can push up a little bit. I could probably angle it out a bit more, pretty safely. I think I can get here on post plant, or on pre-round. So yeah, if I do it like that, how is this?
Toxins going up.
Someone can hide back there. And here, okay, yeah, they can hide back here. They can't see out. Ideally, it would prevent them from hiding back there. I think a little more to the right. Let's try right there.
Toxins going up.
Okay. Yeah, someone still can hide back here, but they have to hide literally in this corner to be able to see anything, which means I can just... And in here... Wish it would give me infinite fuel, but whatever.
Toxins going up.
Okay. This is still a playable spot, but
Toxin screen down.
yeah. So I think if I get it anywhere in that region, that should be pretty good. And then the only lineup I have for this site right now
Drop the spike.
hits right there. What is it? Is it like... No, it's not like that. Ah, yes, it's this one. So just like that. Yeah.
I have the spike.
And I think I can throw a smoke pretty safely. Nope.
Poison orb.
Although that might be a decent smoke to pair with it, then like something like that. And then on defense, I don't have any one-ways. I think I've seen something up here. Maybe on the lamp?
Poison orb emitting.
Okay, that's kind of nasty.
Poison's off.
So it's literally just stand in front of the lamp,
Poison orb emitting.
right click, it's retrievable.
Poison's off.
How did I not figure that out sooner? That's so easy. So yeah, my plan for the stream is I'm gonna go through lineups and do some smoke practice and stuff, and then after that, I'm gonna do some deathmatch maybe. If none of my friends come online, I'll probably do some deathmatch, then maybe an unrated, maybe a comp. Oh yeah, retake walls. So for right here, like that's not great, but it separates this and back here. So people can still like lurk around back here, but you get to position,
Toxin screen down.
and yeah, I don't know if that's good, but an alternative would be something like this too.
Toxins going up.
Never mind, this one's terrible because you gotta peek
Toxin
through it
screen
like
down.
that. There we go.
Toxins going up.
They might be able to see me like that, but
Toxin screen down.
yeah, this allows you to get all the way here without getting detected by anyone backside. And what I was throwing on defensive rounds for A was like this. It's like if I'm playing on B, I can throw my wall like that,
Toxins going up.
because then that cuts off anyone playing there. It does give them this corner to hide in. I can also throw this pre-round, and then someone can hide here with like a phantom or something. And if it's A, then I can
Toxin screen
hide.
down.
It's kind of like a one and done, but that's gonna be difficult for them to push through. And it might also allow for someone to lurk back here. I don't know. Are there any one-ways I can throw here? I'm not seeing anything obvious. There's probably one up there somewhere that I can throw. That like one way is from like up here, but I don't see that being too overly useful. I need some water. And then alts are kind of just whatever. Alright, split next. Split, I have walls for split. I don't know how good they are, but like they've been somewhat okay. It's hard to tell sometimes because the games I've used them in have just been full of duelists that literally don't peek anything. Like, they literally just sit back in A lobby or B lobby, and they're just like... they just chill in B lobby the entire round. And then they get mad when they can't bait you.
You can't say I'm not prepared. My ultimate is ready.
Alright.
I have the spike.
Let's do the B lineups first. Those are easy. So, wall. Just somewhere in this range, usually.
Toxins going up.
Like, that does allow them to hide back here, but it's harder for people up there to support.
Toxin screen down.
And then I'm gonna use the smoke to denote one and the spike to denote the other. Both of them go from right here. There's this one and this one. So it's a little hard to tell where they individually go, but as you can see, the entire area was just fucking coated.
I have the spike.
On defense, on B site, can throw this one way right here. I should probably show what that looks like. I don't know how to play around this one yet, but I know how to throw it.
Poison orb emitting.
Like, probably don't peek like that, because then they can see you, but if you hold like this...
Poison's off.
It's also just a little hard for them to get through. And then this one, I believe I can set up. I can't set it up pre-round, but I can line up for it pre-round.
Poison orb emitting. Poison's off.
So unfortunately, I am pretty much relegated to, or I'm pretty much, I don't think relegated is the right word. I'm stuck on B site because I don't know any lineups on A.
Poison orb emitting.
Yeah, that's not really, that's not a one-way. That's like I can probably just like chuck one out here.
Poison orb emitting.
Yeah. Okay, it's not fancy, but it gets the job done. And then there are two lineups. One,
I've dropped the spike.
two. And now I believe both of these come from different spots. So one right up in here, like that. And the other, I think, is like that. Well, I hit that one. Nope. I lined up the wrong part. That's not a bad one to know, but I can use the mini map. Is it literally just that? No. What am I doing wrong in this one? Like that? I think that's just the same thing I did last time. That gets it, but I don't think that's what it was. It's something to do with this. Okay, it's definitely not that. Oh, I'm having such trouble remembering this one. Open plant. Alright. Yeah, I stand on the bush. Okay. And then... Okay. So I was just aiming a little low. Or a little... Yeah, I was aiming a little low. There we go. So yeah, what I was getting wrong was I was trying to line up like lines and shit. But no, it's literally just take the bottom corner of this and line it up. Like so. And that covers the corner. Plus the smoke. Spikes in there.
Poison's off. I have the spike.
They're not getting that. And then the other one lands there. I didn't really show that one off though. It's a little easier to hit. Sit here. Crosshair there. Crosshair there. Move it straight across. Left click. And it just covers this area. So unless they plant like back here. But if they plant back here, then you can probably adjust for that pretty easily. Because it would just be... Would it be more forward or more up? I think it'd be more forward, so you just do like that. And that should theoretically, yep, land right there. Like once you start, the best way to start learning Viper lineups is just to watch someone else. Like I watched Rush's video on Viper lineups. He has one where he goes over Viper lineups for every site. Those are the ones I use for the most part. But once you have an idea of some Viper lineups, then you can just make slight adjustments, which is especially useful at lower ranks where people plant very weirdly. Now, main problem I have, I played one round of Split, and whenever we pushed B site, right? I think we planted here once, but we only ever planted here when we got full site control, which with the speed we played was when there was one enemy left on the other team. So we basically had to steamroll them. More often I would see people plant like here or here if they got on site. Which I know that sounds weird, but they were playing like hyper aggressive in here. And yeah, I don't have lineups for that spot. Like this is a bad spot to play. But you literally can't hit over there from back here. Yeah, you literally can't. And you can come out here, but like this is getting to the point where it's a bit far. Where does this go? Roof? It hits rafters. At most, that'll tickle someone for about 3 damage. If I want to wall mid... If I want to wall mid, honestly, I'm probably doing something like that.
Toxins going up.
That's not easy for them to push through. Or...
Toxin screen down.
If I want to get a little cheeky with it.
Toxins going up.
That walls off this, and for whatever use this might serve, it walls off this. So if we take A, then they're gonna be a little jumpy, maybe, trying to push through that. Although at low elo, people just run through smokes like they're nothing, so. Especially Viper smoke. It honestly surprises me how many free kills I can get by just Vipers. Literally just like that.
Poison orb emitting.
That.
Poison's off.
And I can just get free kills like that. It's honestly kind of dumb. Alright, next map, Bind. Bind I actually have a couple of homebrew lineups for, but they're not great. But they cover spots I don't have any other lineups for. So, what I mean by not great is they're overly complicated to set up. And they maybe don't put me in the best position. I don't think I have one for outside shower plant.
The lies we've told this city.
Oh, sorry about that.
Open and suck it dry. My ultimate is ready.
I mean, I know no one's listening, but
I have the spike.
see, I'll go over what I know. Got one that hits about there. Right, it's here. Oh, where do I line it up? Oh, right, it's in the tree somewhere. I think it's right there. Close, I think. I don't feel like that's correct. I think it's like there. Nope. There. Was that where I just shot one from? Yeah, it was. Except I somehow got it even more wrong. Alright, let's check the video. Sand, iceberg, breathe. Bind, A site. Right, so I got the corner correct. Okay. So, through here, drop down, stand here, aim right there. Which I feel like I did, but I think I did it wrong. Okay, no, that's just where it lands. So ideally it's more planted in here, but
I have the spike.
Yeah, I don't have one for here.
I've dropped the spike.
I don't think. Unless like this works. But I doubt this will work. Yeah, no. That didn't work. What about that? That's way too up. That's way too up. Oh, that's a great lineup. Oh yeah. You know, that'll really teach whoever's playing here. What about this one? Is this one gonna land? Right there. I feel like maybe it's a jump. Oh, that one's high up there. Oh, that's landing right on me. Okay. I'm gonna take one more stab at this, but because I don't have anything pre-existing to go off of here, it's pretty sad. So I stand right here. Rest that corner there. That's too high. And now let's try it. It's gonna land right on that roof. Yep. Okay, so yeah.
I have the spike.
I don't have a lineup for here yet, but when all else fails, right? Or even better, because if it's planted there, they're probably not gonna clear here. So I can literally just hold here and bam. Never mind, just aim a little higher. Okay, and just a tad higher. And did that get the corner? Yep, it got the corner. Okay. I'd maybe prefer it to be a little bigger, but or alternatively. Wait, maybe. Hold up.
Here.
Wait a minute. Yeah, no. Okay, we're giving up on that for now, but that shouldn't be the hardest place to wing a lineup to. Now, this is where I have an actual, like, good lineup for. And it's one of these HUD lines. I think it's this one. No? Yes? Maybe. Close, I think. Yeah. I was close. It's not lining up a HUD line, it's lining up the center of the second bar. So, like, this bar, you want to try to get the middle of it right there. Yeah.
I have the spike.
And then
I've dropped the spike.
I think theoretically I can throw lineups for this. It's like, wait, it's like for the smoke, I'll come up here. Then I'll line up there. And then do I just chuck? I think I just chuck. Yeah.
Poison orb emitting.
And that smokes off the
Poison's
spike.
off.
While also being a half decent smoke there, and then the molly lineup. I line up like, I think it's like that. And then I put that there. I think this is it. I haven't done this one in a while. Okay. I landed up to the wrong spot, I do believe. I think it's just that one. I think it's lined up to that. And yes, that is where that lands. There's probably a better spot I can aim it to land it different, but like maybe the second one. Literally, yeah, that's literally all I had to do to make it decent. Yeah. Okay.
I have the spike. Drop the spike.
So yeah, the other spot I don't have a smoke lineup for, but yeah, if my duelist entry into hookah, right? Then what I do first is I think I throw my wall from like here though. Something like that. That's not a very good wall.
Toxins going up.
Although it does cut out an angle here. Maybe.
Toxin screen down.
So they might be able to sneak through there. But then if they prevent me from being peeked there, like if they've pushed in there, then I can set up for the smoke. Right there. They plant. I should never leave here. And then I can play here. Watch for rotates. Hits and stuff. Or I can play here, right? Because if I play here, then I'm already lined up. And this is a pretty okay off angle. I can watch for flanks and then just bap.
Poison orb emitting.
I should be able to hear the diffuse from there. And if not, it's not like that. It takes forever to get there. Alright, so I think that's everything on bind. I know there's another wall I can do where I just threw like that. And I also don't have any lineups that land here. But you can you can you know, that's not too bad for clearing out under heaven or under hookah. Too many low rank games make brain go melt.
I have the spike.
But yeah, this is a good place to plant. And then just smoke there. I think one that lands in there, and no, it doesn't. There's one that lands in there. Okay. So yeah, either if it's planted there, actually, I was like, oh, I don't have a lineup for there. Both of my lineups can theoretically hit that. Just depends on where they're sitting. Breeze I have old lineups for and new lineups for.
No one can hold their breath forever.
Basically, I have one smoke lineup and 2 molly lineups for each site on Breeze, which is good. Breeze is a hard map. So putting the most prep work into being able to play on it is good. Especially when you consider Breeze is currently the most dodged map. I feel like the only maps I ever see get dodged are Breeze,
ultimate is ready.
Icebox, and Split. Like, I very rarely see any of the other maps get dodged. I wouldn't mind Haven getting dodged. I hate playing on Haven. Yeah, A site. I mean, I used to just play a Viper exclusively on Breeze. That's not it. Hang on, we just gotta wait for that to come back. I forgot. So, oh yeah, you want to look down. You can do this pre-round. You line up, try to get the toxin bar. Like, it doesn't have to be exact, but try to get towards the middle of that. And then you look up here, and you take the line there, right in between there, and you just nestle it right up against the bottom of this, and then jump click, which is not very reliable, but then the smoke lands right in here.
Poison's off. I've dropped the spike.
This is the most common plant spot, and I believe I have 2 mollies that both land there. So this is the one and I learned from a video. It's like I walk up to this, and I think it's just this. Yeah, that lands dead on the spike. So that's a good one to note. This one I'm probably going to use as a backup, because playing right here has got me so many free kills on the flank. Because you can literally just, you're exposed from there, yes, but I have had people just walk out and not see me here. But it allows you to watch the flank. It is a bit exposed, so I probably will cycle this one out if I climb. At silver, anyone coming from here never checks this corner. I've gotten so many free kills off it. And the lineup I can throw here. I think it's this. I think it's that. I'm gonna just check the screenshot quickly. Whoop. Yeah. Can probably stand to change it slightly so that it lands better. So right now it's just right on the top of that, but what if we move it? Like you put it on top and then you just move it down. Will that land it? That lands it right on, okay. So you come back into this corner until it won't let you go anymore, and then you just put it on top, move it down, click. Lands right on the spike.
I have the spike.
For mid, I'll just show this quickly. I have a little thing I do for mid. It's not great because it doesn't let me play any post plant unless I retrieve my smoke. But I throw a wall there. And then I stand here. Chuck that.
Toxins going up.
So that gets walled off. And this gets smoked off. Which means they kind of... Which if I smoke this right at the start of the round, then they're going to have to push out through this. And if we can push up before that, then we can get a free kill on someone walking out. But I don't like pushing mid very much on this map. Especially from there, but... Like, if my team wants to do it, I'm gonna just run that for them. And if we have a second smoker, I prefer it, because then they can smoke this and I don't have to throw my orb. And if the other team doesn't op, then I can just not smoke that at all. My B site wall is this. That wall's off elbow. It cuts off mid back there. I could probably make it better. If the other team is showing that they like to play like here a lot, then I could just cut the site in half. Because then if someone's playing in here, can't do it. The issue with this is someone can lurk up here, and then when they hear the spike planting, they can just, if the spike's being planted like right here, right, which is normal, they can just like hold back here, just ping it, and just keep their mouse there. So I usually like to avoid placing walls that let that happen. But again, I don't know how much of an issue that'll be. Plus, you shouldn't be planting until you've cleared sight. But yeah, I usually just throw this, and then I smoke. I've never been able to get this part down, but I think it's just this. Yeah. And that cuts off this op angle, and that. Plus, it provides a safe smoke to plant in. And then I have two lineups. First one, the smoke lineup, and basically both lineups that come from Canon I got from watching Average Jonas. And then the other ones, yeah, like that lands right on spike. Yeah, my smoke lineup on A site is homebrew. My molly lineup from back here is homebrew. My molly lineup from here is from brush. My smoke lineup and molly lineup from Canon are from Average Jonas, and I have another molly lineup from here that I believe is just that, and that one's from brush, and that lands right on the spike.
I have the spike.
Defensively, this is usually what I do on defense. Sometimes people push through it, sometimes they don't. Another thing I do occasionally is not that. You gotta be careful. I think it's just normal right click. Just play it one way here.
Poison's off.
There's probably other smokes I can do. I don't have any smokes practiced on A. I usually prefer to just lock down B site. For retakes, I'll usually be coming out mid on retake. So I can like throw a wall like that. This allows me to come in through here, and then I just duck through the wall. And yes, there's a lot of angles, but don't gotta worry about me. And let's see if I can make something real quick. Well, that missed. It's all coming back to me. Well, that. I don't know what I expected banking it off of a sloped surface like that. That's not terrible. Especially if you've got, I don't know, an Odin. Just. Problem is the position you play it from leaves you open to there, but it's better than nothing if I'm forced to play on A site. I'd still prefer to play on B. Or if I'm gonna play on A, just ult. Because if I just ult right here, then they pretty much just can't push. Unless I know an omen smokes, I know right there. While my ult is covering this entire thing, and then they just push into the omen smoke. Because he fucking cuts off half my ult. I'm totally not salty about a past game, by the way. Alright. So that's Breeze done. Icebox. The settings I use are allow cheats, overtime win by 2, that's just from past things I've done. Hide match history is the one I use, so that, because I go into custom games a lot, so I just click hide match history for when I'm just going in on my own.
No one can hold their breath forever.
So Icebox, these are all brush line, or these are both brush lineups. Both are all. I think there's only 2. No, there's 3. I don't know. There's a video that has all of these lineups in them already. I'm just showing them because I use them, or I'm learning them. This is a learning stream. I've literally played like 2 games where I've gone to use lineups. So A site, wall, probably just like that.
Toxins going up.
The reason I do it from back there instead of up there is that this has post-plant potential. Yeah, it cuts off that corner. It's not a bad wall. So the 2, I believe there's 2. They both play from back around here. One plays from like right here, and it's just that. And there's another burp, and yeah, that one just hits there. This one is for if you have a sage that like walls right across there, and then you just plant in that little corner.
I have the spike. I've dropped the spike.
And how you line it up is you just stand on this line here, move it there, line it up. There you go. And the other one is this, and then I think it's right there. Yep. And that lands right on the spike.
I have the spike.
And then there's only one B site lineup. I've only ever seen one B site lineup, and I think it hits. I think it hits pretty much all the plant spots between here. I could be wrong about that, but this is the only one I ever see anyone using. Go back here, line it up. So you line up your crosshair to there first, and then you move it up there, and then you jump. And I know this one you gotta play predictively. Yeah, see, that hits pretty much the entire spot here. Like, it's there, it's there. So basically, your team plants anywhere in there, you're covered. It's the only one I ever see anyone use on this site, so that or similar ones, but I mean, it works and it covers all the spots you'll plant if you're gonna play for lineups. Like if you're planting in here or back here or up in there, you're not gonna be playing for lineups. As for walls, there's probably a wall like, I don't know, this.
Toxins going up.
Let's see what that wall's off. wall. That wall's off snowman. That wall's off up there. That wall's off down here. It doesn't clear sight, but it's not supposed to. It just makes it hard for if someone's playing with an op back in snowman and holding here, then well, they can't. And as for defense, you can throw like oh, if you suck less, you can throw like
Poison orb emitting.
okay, that's not a good one. Alright, so move up there. Oh.
Poison orb emitting.
They will never suspect a thing. No, that's a terrible smoke to play. Is it like that?
Poison orb emitting.
That's close, but I don't know if that hides me.
Poison's off.
I think that's the same one.
Poison orb emitting.
Well, that's honestly probably just better. Or maybe like right there.
Poison orb emitting.
Because then yes, they can cross, but then you just have someone here, and they just disengage. They try to go for one and disengage. Yeah, I don't have much in the way of defensive Viper on this map. Oh right, there's also a lurk smoke I wanted to try out here. It's like something like this, and then like that.
Poison toxins going up.
No, this is not it.
Toxin screen down.
That's it. All right.
Toxins going up. Toxin screen down.
So I do this, and then I do that. Nope, not that. I think I just jump throw. Oh, that's not useful. Crosshair a little lower, jump throw.
Toxins going up. Poison orb emitting.
Yeah, I should have activated that a long time ago. I should be able to get around this corner here.
Poison's off. Toxin
Yeah.
screen down.
I've never used that, and I don't actually know how to set it up, but I've seen it used in videos. So I'm basically an expert. I'm not an expert. All right. It's taken me an hour to go through these G's. All right. Shit, I know I have a smoke lineup on A, but that's the only one I have. Haven is also the only one I have practiced in. Or Haven is the only one I've actually used in game at this point.
My ultimate is ready.
There you go. Well, if I can get up to here. Yeah, I don't know what a good wall to throw is. Right, I want to try to get a wall into heaven. Can I get a wall into heaven from here? I can. Not from there. But if I can make it here.
Toxins going up. Toxin screen down.
That did not go where I had it pointed.
Toxins going up.
Alright, so theoretically... yeah, that's not great.
Toxin screen down.
Like, theoretically that's great, but...
Toxins going up.
Okay, that's better.
Toxin screen down.
So what do? I will just walk into this corner. I walk into this corner and line up like that.
Toxins going up.
Does that do it? Kinda.
Toxin screen down.
Alright.
Drop the spike.
That's the most common spike spot. I believe I have a smoke for this. Well, this would land on that. If I just line up that. So what I'm lining up here is that this line and this corner right here. So like just somewhere in there. And the reason I know this will work is on the mini-map there's a big old green circle. So when you're doing Viper smokes, you can literally see where it's gonna land.
Poison orb emitting.
Yeah. That also stops. That's not a bad one. If I got people pushing up from short. And then the molly lineup is just this, I believe. And that should land right there.
Spike is here.
Yep.
I have the spike.
So yeah, the smoke is homebrew. The molly is not. Although I doubt I'm the first person to throw smoke like that. I don't have a smoke lineup for this. That's not a very common plant spot. This spot is kind of dirty. You can't hear the spike being diffused, so you gotta play around teammates. But yeah, that lands right on it, and theoretically, if I change the angle a little bit, like that, maybe? No, not quite, just barely too much. So line up like that, and then let's try moving until what I'm lining up here is the edge of the smoke there. And nope, that was too far over. So let's try the next thing. Let's try just getting it in the center there. Okay, yeah, that lands perfectly. So what I did there was line up the crosshair on the tip of that, and then I just move it over until this is in the center of that. So basically this here, this wall here, is in the center of this segment. And perfect. Now, to reverse engineer this for the other side would be difficult. because if I try to do something similar, right, I doubt it'll work. Yeah. We don't have access to the door at that point. So to do is keep it at that height, because we know that from this height at that angle, it's gonna land right there. So technically, anywhere from along this back wall, as long as it's on that, it should land in the same spot. Yeah. So if we go into this corner here, point to there, line up the middle 0 on that, and let's see if that works. No, that's gonna be a tough one. I don't know if that's possible, but I'm gonna try. Yeah, let's try this 0. Whoop, I just died.
No one will remember them. Let's choke them.
I always forget how high up the thing is. But whoops. But I think that landed. Hard to tell. Why is that still up on my screen? There we go. So it moved into this corner. That third 0 on the line. That time it didn't go. Why didn't it go? Was I not over far enough? So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do it like that. That was the same lineup though. Hang on, I might need to watch this back. Yeah, because for some reason I'm doing what I remember doing and it's missing. Okay, this is gonna be to line this. Okay. Okay, so it wasn't perfectly aligned in there. It's all the way over here, up there, and then it was like this, I believe. Like the edge of the 0 was touching that darker line. And why does that not go? Did I move too far over? Okay, there we go. That is a tricky one to hit, but what this means is I can literally play and spawn, throw my smoke from, I think I can throw my smoke from window and smoke any of the spots. Maybe not, but yeah, this does mean as long as I can get a smoke down on where we planted, I can just run back into spawn, and as long as my teammates call out when they start defusing. Asking a lot, I know. It's very tight. But here's the thing, if someone plants
Drop the spike.
right here, the better thing to do is to be lurking down A short. And then you just, or yes, that is spammable both ways.
Here.
However, despite that being spammable both ways, you're gonna be panicking from the spam. And then I believe that there's 2 for C. There's one for the plant here, and there's one for the plant there. And they both throw from the same spot, and I remember being bad from both of them. Being bad at both of them, despite them being the only one I've successfully done. So it's like you line up the bottom of that mouse icon. You line up the bottom of this mouse icon, which is a little hard to see with my screen settings, but I wasn't able to fix that. And you just line it up with the top of the tip of that purple flag right here. And that's one. And then the other one is the same, and then you just bring it to the corner of the orange flag. And you can see the orange flag one landed. You could see the tail ends of the other one. I'm gonna do them fast now. I messed up this one a little bit, but they both still technically landed.
I have the spike.
Which just shows that, like, sometimes the margin of error is tight, but sometimes it isn't. As for walls, I really just throw this one on C. I can do a similar one on B, and I don't have a good wall for A, apart from maybe the one I just showed off earlier. However, for defense on C,
Poison orb emitting.
that's not it. That technically works, but that's not it. I think it's, yeah, it's like that. Okay, you just walk up here, line your mouse up there, lands right up there. Then you play back here.
Poison's off.
Usually I don't get to play C-Site though, so when I was playing yesterday, I was making shit up on the fly. Unfortunately, I deleted the footage because I'm a dumbass, or maybe just wasn't recording. I don't know. But there was a wall I threw along here that. No, it's not that. I think it's a little more in there. If I raise it up just a little more. So if I aim it like right there. No, still not good enough. The spacing on these is consistent. Maybe I was like a step closer. Or a step further back. No, I think I've been throwing it from the corner. So what if I throw it from there? Okay, no. But maybe yes. I'm trying to replicate this wall I threw yesterday. And it is not working. If I move just a little forward. Why are they always spaced as such? Okay, what I'm trying to do here is there was a wall I threw yesterday that it covered all along here. And also a bit down here. It stopped letting me ping, even though we're in a custom.
Careful.
But it left here unblocked, and then I could throw a one-way. So then I'd put the wall up, and there'd be just this gap here.
Poison orb emitting.
And that gap was pretty much completely covered by my one-way. So they would peek, and there was just a little gap. I only made it work one round. Every round after that, I was trying to replicate it. And because I'm a dumbass, I lost the recording.
Toxins going up. Toxin screen down.
Maybe if I do it like this. No. No, that doesn't do it. Yeah, every round after that, I would just throw a wall and then have my one way. And then I would just play back here. Basically, just have the one way up, and then if they start pushing to the point where the one way becomes obsolete, then I just pop the wall back off. And I can probably throw one here.
Poison orb emitting.
I don't know what this... Yeah, this doesn't do anything except allow me to jump spot things. Another lineup that might be useful if you have no other smokes and you don't expect to make it to post plant is somewhere around here. Yeah. Let's do this one.
Poison orb emitting.
Because then you can block that off. And if they try to come out during the retake, well, you gotta just aim a little higher than that.
Poison's off.
But yeah, for that one, just stand here, crosshair there, jump shot. And if you don't suck, it lands.
Poison orb emitting.
Nope, nope, cancel.
Poison's off.
It is annoying to me that you can't pick it up like that while it's emitting. And that there's that cancel time limit. So yeah. Just like this one is a little finicky. You don't want to get it too high, you don't want to get it too low. The nice thing about this dot crosshair is I can just line up the middle there. If you have a crosshair, then you can probably, yeah, you know, just not suck. Yeah, this one's extremely finicky. Yeah. So that one's a work in progress, but I feel like that's a useful one to have. Maybe I can hit it from back here. Well, I know I can hit a smoke on default from here.
Poison orb emitting.
Which doesn't actually smoke anything off. But
Poison's off.
like that doesn't help my team at all, but alright. That's enough lineup fudging around. I'm gonna put the stream on break for a second here, go to the bathroom, refill my water, grab some food, and then I'm gonna do some aim stuff. And then maybe play a game. That's the wrong one. There we go. There it is. Alright. I am technically back now. I'm just gonna open this so you can stare at my all silver 2 act rank badge, and I'm gonna mute while I eat. Because, this isn't a food ASMR stream. Alright, it only took like, I don't know, 5-10 minutes, but I ate. And then I had to drink water, but I'm unmuted before that. One thing I do want to go over right quick is how I analyze gameplay I didn't record. So this doesn't really tell you much anything. First bloods usually just means the person was playing aggressive a lot. Plants and defuses. Defuses kinda means something, kinda doesn't. But for the most part, unless these numbers are like atrocious, like if a game goes 26 rounds and someone has 0 kills, that is kinda sad. But if it's like a 13-1 stomp either way, and someone's not fragging and not getting combat score, like chances are they just don't see anyone. And if it's like if someone's 1v5ing, 1v4ing every round, then chances are they're not gonna do well, especially at low elo. The timeline, however, yes, we won 8 rounds on defense and then only 4 on offense and then got swept in OT. But to be fair, after round 19 we lost our Sage. And we won 2 rounds after that, but like this one I believe, yeah, this one I whiffed a lineup on, which feels bad. And this one we didn't even get it planted. We actually had a 3v1 and we lost it. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Round 1, pistol. Reyna goes down on the flank. I wish I could keep that up. But yeah, she's on the flank. She goes down. They have all 5 mid. We have no one A side. They get the read that we have no one A side. The reason nothing happened for the first 20 seconds and why they're all running away from B here is, you see that little orange arrow? That's me. I threw a smoke and molly and was just keeping them from pushing out here. They plant. It's not a great plant back there, but given the fact they had the read that we were all on B, it probably felt pretty safe to them. Sky gets one here. The enemy Sage was lurking behind our Sky. Doesn't get our Sky, but she does get our Sage, and then Sky trades. I picked up the pick on Jet here. I ran out and grabbed her Sheriff, and then ran double doors. And then I got picked off there, and then Sky wins the round. Basically what happened here is I over-aggressed slightly and only hit one of the 2 shots I needed to hit. And then round 2, we won round 1, so this is a force. We only lose 1, which is pretty good. Unfortunately, 2 of our players buy a Vandal. One of them only bought a Marshall in the round prior, but I mean, they could have traded up to a Spectre easily. And yeah, if they trade up to a Spectre, then that's pretty easy. Yeah, they can just switch off to one of the... Well, yeah, because Sage had a Spectre, she died, so Sky could have grabbed the Spectre. And then we're only buying 1 weapon round 2. I'm surprised they forced here, because the great thing about this is you get to see everyone's positions through the round. You get to see the econs and stuff. You get to see what everyone bought. You don't get to see util. I wish you could see what util they got, but you can kind of figure that out. Like, Martial heavy shields. Okay, that's 1900. Started with that, ended with that. Or, sorry, that's 1950. So, oh yeah, 2100. Is my math wrong? Did they? Yeah, I don't. Did they not? They didn't buy any util, did they? Well, this round it goes. Okay, the econ is not the money they started with, I don't think. Yeah, okay. So I don't know how to read the econ, but I still get to see the loadouts. So then we won our bonus round. Mostly because they didn't buy anything, because they bought down. They bought down quite a bit. In like they bought Stinger light shields, Martial light shields, Classic light shields, Ghost light shields. They all bought shields. Two of them bought weapon. Two of them bought like light buy weapons. Two of them bought pistols. Like, they should not have bought anything. No shields, no weapons. Util is optional. Round 2, you're basically just trying to get a pick and get their weapon. Maybe buy shields at most, but usually round 2 you don't buy anything. Then on our bonus round, sage buying makes sense. Sky buying I do not agree with. She should have just grabbed a Spectre and stuck with that. But no one else bought. This was supposed to be their first rifle round, and they didn't have the money for it, so we got a third round. And we only lost one. It was one of the Vandals. And then we lose round 4. This round we 100% should have won, because it was a 2v5, me and the Reyna, I was standing up in here just drawing attention, and Reyna pulls off a flank and gets 3 with the Spectre. I get 1 on the Sage. So then it's just the enemy Reyna in double doors. And it was a combination of I played it too slow and our Reyna played it too fast. And it basically just ended up with our Reyna goes down and I run around the corner to try to trade and just get instantly one-tapped. But then we win the next 3. Pretty handily. This was a 2v4 that Arena popped off on. Like, looking at, yeah, Arena was on top of our team in terms of scoreline, so they weren't carrying, but they definitely popped off. And but the enemy Reyna and the enemy Jet and the enemy Sage hard carried, because the enemy Omen was pretty useless. Their smokes were okay, but they weren't good enough to warrant their scoreline. Yeah, like, scoreline doesn't mean anything really, but if you're not contributing utility, you're not contributing comms most likely because it's silver, you're not contributing in kills, what are you contributing? Like, I can forgive someone for being like 0 and 15 if they've been just chucking util and making space. Like, I've had duelists that got like 1 kill in an offensive half, but every round they were making so much space. And it's like, okay, yeah. Who cares that you went? Literally, who cares that you went 0 and 12 on that half? Like, you were the reason we were getting onto site. In our last 2 rounds on defense, we just got rolled. Yeah, Reyna got instantly picked. Sky got 1. Right, yeah, I ulted short. The enemy Reyna got onto site. I called out that one made it onto B site, and then Sky lost the aim duel. And then I got picked trying to trade. Which, if I have a Vandal, I win that fight. But Phantom only hits for 140. And then I whiff the second shot. And then Sage is in a 1v4, like, that's rough. And then, yeah, as you can see, this round, last round and a half, I bought a Spectre. And duelists go down for not early, because again, this was another one where they tried to push onto B and just got held back. But you can see, like, they were rotating pretty fast. If they couldn't get that fast B to work, they would just rotate over to A. And for the most part, they didn't actually go B. Like this one, it looks like they're going B, but they didn't put any pressure on. Except they had Sage once, and then they didn't put any pressure on at all. And then they just kind of eventually trickled in and got mowed down. And then eventually I got their jet. And then on the offensive half, it started out pretty okay. This is why I like playing in that spot down there. Their Reyna is the best player on their team by far, like in terms of just all-around game, and they still didn't check this corner. And even if they do check that corner, it's such an awkward angle to peek. And then, but yeah, this first round on attack, duelist enteried. I had a wall cutting sight in half, so our team got sight. Sky plants. Unfortunately, I didn't have a lineup for that, so as soon as I realized that I didn't have a lineup, I didn't notice this in the game, but someone on our team, probably Sage. Yes, definitely Sage. Actually went and sat where I was down there. Oh, right, right, I thought they were AFK, or I thought they DC'd. Because they were just walking in a straight line, and then they walked into the wall. And then they healed me. I think they were lagging out. And then round 14, we lose 3 right away. Raze gets 2, I get 1. Omen gets the Raze, I get the Omen just a second too late. If I get this like a second earlier, probably win that. But unfortunately, Sage took Force by round 2 to mean get a Vandal, and then lost the Vandal. instantly. And Sheriff versus Vandal, it comes down to who hits the headshot. I hit the body, she hit the head. Round 15. We got a pick there. Relatively clean entry onto site, and then unfortunately it all goes downhill after that. And then round 16, this is the first like full buy round for us, and we win it. It's close. Sky ends up picking up 4. Like, Sky was playing out of her mind in this round, because that was effectively a 1v4, because Sage died at the same time she got the jet, and Spike was down up in here. Round 17. Round 17 we got rolled pretty hard. There was a few rounds here where I was pushing out, and then everyone on site died, and instead of retreating, I fell into this cubby, which was a bad move on my part. I should not have done that. I was hoping they wouldn't check it, but they always checked it. Sorry about that. Then round 18, we get the first pick onto Omen, and then we just kind of deathballed through here. And yeah, Reyna tried to make it onto site. I had a shorty, so I couldn't really do much anything. I was trying to grab a weapon, and yeah, that didn't go so well. And then round 19, I don't know how this one was my best round. I really don't. Yeah, we lose 2 entering onto site to yeah, we lose. Raze was making noise over on B, which is probably why. Yeah, no, they were leaning heavily on A, if Raze. But Raze distracted their Sage at least, and then we get the spike down. We lose Reyna. I ulted on the spike, I believe. And I get the Omen in, and then Reyna gets a kill, and I get the KO, and then unfortunately I am now in a 1v3 against Vandals with a Bucky. This round, again, clean entry onto site. Plant. I go to play post plant. I get 1. Raze gets 1. So now it's a 3v5, and then their jet gets 1, 2. KO gets 1 on the mid lurk. And we don't have Sky, so I'm the last one standing. And yeah. But again, playing this spot, this is why I wanted to keep a lineup for this spot. Playing that spot got me another kill on a flank. This one, yeah, this round we kind of threw. Sky got 1, 2. Reyna gets picked. I couldn't help Reyna. I don't remember why exactly. And then Raze gets 2. But now their Sage is pushed up into this corner. Ironically, if we rotate, we win. Unfortunately. Sky does peek and pre-aim that. And she gets taken out, and then I, like an idiot, run out and get picked as well. And when in reality, I should have waited for a Raze to move forward a bit. And what's ironic is that any of these winnable rounds. Like this round was winnable. This round was probably winnable. I don't remember it too well. That round, no. That round, no. This round, very winnable if I hit my shot. This round was not winnable. This round, no. This one was very winnable. This one was extremely winnable. This one was not very winnable, no. But there was like 3 or 4 rounds that were so winnable that we lost. And it didn't help that after round 19, we were playing without Sage because she left. So at this point we're down 11-10 after losing back-to-back winnable rounds. We win the next 2. This round I really did nothing. I was kind of lurking it out elbow, and then I should have been watching flank. I wasn't. I got picked, and then our raise traded instantly. So, and then this round, this one was one I clutched. In a lot of the clutch situations I was in, I fucked up, but this one I actually played out quite well. So, Raze and Reyna get the entries, get the plant, I ult onto the spike. Raze goes down, Reyna gets the Reyna, Sage kills the Sky, and Reyna can't really help because the last 2 are coming in from here and here. Reyna's in here, and she can't really, she can't see anything because my ult is blocking the sight. So she's just playing it back to watch this angle. Like that entire time, she's just watching this. So I know I don't have to worry about anyone coming from behind me. So I'm playing and looking here through here. And yeah, I catch the Sage just running through sight. And then KO spam from here, taps spike. So I chucked a molly on Spike, and he was sitting in my ult for too long and died instantly. And this one was not very winnable. I got the plant at least. This one we did actually fake. Like I threw a wall. As you can see, like they're all A side except for one. And the late rotate kills our Reyna. Honestly, if these 2 picks don't happen, we definitely win this round. Because their Omen walk down mid. Notice this is like a minute into the round because I threw a wall here and then we made noise and then walked out, and Reyes just kept making noise, and I put my wall up a couple more times to just kind of check how many people were there, and people were spamming the wall. Like, people were just firing through. I know, because if you look, none of the people on my team had a Vandal. And I was just hearing a hail of Vandal fire, which means that it was them spraying that wall. Reyna on the op, I wasn't the biggest fan of that. I can see why they did it. It was last round. We're up 12-11, but I really wish they'd just gone with another Vandal. They might have won that. And then yeah, Sky gets Sage. I lose the gunfight against KO here. And then Sky gets picked instantly after that. It wasn't super winnable. It was a 2v4, but we definitely could have made it a 2v2. Or at least a 1v3. And unfortunately, because I had just used my ult, I didn't have it. This round hurts. Round 25 hurts. Because I bought an Odin, threw my one way, and got the Sage out of the match early. And then Sky gets a pick on Reyna mid. Jet makes the trade 10 seconds later. Reyna, or sorry, not Reyna, Ray's on the flank, picks up 2, and then gets traded. It's now a 3v1. Or it's now, sorry, not a 3v1, because we're down someone. Or wait, yeah, no, it's a 2v1. And I played this too slow. I should have been playing this with Reyna. I was just staying over towards B. And then, yeah, she gets Reyna. She gets that. I flank all the way through, and then I lose the gunfight. I think I hit her for 120, but that doesn't matter when you lose the fight and you're the last guy up. And she did go down to Spike, but it's overtime. That doesn't count for anything. And then round 26, we got kind of rocked. Got the first pick on Sage. And then Reyna got 3 as we entered onto site. Our Reyna gets 2 and then gets picked again. So literally Jet 4K, Reyna 4K in overtime. And I do that when I look at other people's games to kind of get the feeling of how and why things happen. Like, let's take a look at this. -8. That's a good amount of RP to lose, because that's not a lot. 17, 14, 2. Decent stat line, but 4, 13. 3 triples, okay. Let's look at this. Like, this is some low rank shit. Like a couple bronze 3s, but irons and low bronze everywhere. Yeah, enemy Reyna 2111. Yeah, that checks out. This is interesting. Higher econ, 2 fewer kills. Or higher combat score, sorry. Which means that it's more likely that some of these skills were picked up in unwinnable rounds. This person, can I report this person? I can't, unfortunately, because I was not in their game. But I feel like I should report them. Alright, round 1. The Viper gets 1, Jet gets 3, Cypher gets 1. Let's see. Okay, they're on defense first, and the enemy team just deathballs through elbow and just runs into the bullets effectively. Yeah, that's about... I don't know why I'm surprised seeing that from a bronze game, considering there's a lot of teams that do that in silver. And that's why throwing a smoke and a molly on a choke point is so effective in low ranks. Because if the other team is just trying to deathball through, most teams are smart enough not to deathball through something that's going to take away 90% of their health with people waiting on the other side. This round, okay, a 3k here. These buys are terrifying. Like, they won round 1 and then no one buys an actual weapon. Ghost heavy shields, no. Like, no one bought Spectre. This round was so winnable if any of them have actual weapons. As it stands, the only actual weapon was on the enemy Sova, and they didn't even get a kill with it. Enemy Viper was the only one actually playing it smart. Like, they didn't buy anything. They're the only person who made a good economic decision in this entire game in round 2. Maybe Omen borderline, but he still bought a Ghost. So yeah, that's just, again, showing bronze iron game. People aren't going to understand econ. They do the death ball elbow again with, I'm guessing, Sova. I'm guessing that's Sova in there. Yeah, Sova, Viper there, and then we got Raze, Omen, Reyna. So, so right away, looking at comps, this comp is way better than this comp. They both have the double smoke of Omen, Viper, which I like double smoke on this map, because then you can have the Viper playing for lineups and the Omen doing the actual smoking. Neither team has a Sage. Sage is kind of important on this map. Just because you can wall off choke points and stuff. And the heal is good. Killjoy's pretty okay. Killjoy's pretty universally okay. Cypher, I don't like the Cypher pick on this map. I really don't. There are some things you could do on Cypher, but yeah. I've played Cypher on this map. I've seen a lot of people playing Cypher on this map, and all I can think of is usually they could be having more of an impact to someone else. Because if you're playing Cypher, you're pretty much relegated to playing B site. You can't play off of B site. A site is way too open. The best spot for your tripwire is like right in here. And that's not even open at round start. So you literally have to run towards where the enemy is coming from to throw a tripwire. You don't want to be doing that. Jet pick, Jet is Jet, who cares? Yeah, Viper, Omen I like. Cypher, Killjoy I'm not sold on. No Sova is kinda eh. Reyna and Raze are Reyna and Raze. Duelists are pretty much interchangeable at this point. Like, if you have 1 or 2 duelists, you're doing fine. If you have 3 or 4 duelists, you're kind of fucked. They also have the Viper, Omen, and then they have the Sova. I will say I do kind of prefer Raze and Reyna to Jet. If this was like a Jet Reyna or Jet Raze, then that'd probably be better, but yeah. And then, yeah, they got a 3k with the Ghost. They got 1 there. And then the Raze and the Reyna walk onto site, and Reyna just goes up there. Apparently, no one checked where... This is how you know it's a low rank game, right? So, they get picks on someone here and here. And then they lose someone in here and here. They lose players to 2 people here and here. They know there's only 3 left, and 2 of them are on B site. And the 3rd one is most likely rotating to B because of all the noise. They could just rotate and get A site for free here. That's what at the team I lost to did. And I mean, they won. Yeah, Valiant stand, like you got 3, and the enemy Reyna who had walked into CT just gets 2. And then you had a 4-1 lead. What? Okay, yeah. This is Cypher clutch, but look at how spaced out those kills are. Like, they just gave Cypher 1v1 after 1v1. Which, again, I wouldn't be surprised if their Omen was trying to plant instead. But again, like, as soon as the first one goes down, you haven't planted and you're on attack, go to the other side. This one, Yeah, this one you get, okay, 2 kills to close out the round. Okay, that was 1 spray. That's kind of nice. I'd have to see it to see how it is, like, because it very well could be just pure luck, but at the same time, that's a spray across Breeze with the Phantom. That's pretty nice. This round Jet popped off. Like, on entries. And Viper also gets 2. So yeah, that's nice. And then after that, it kind of goes downhill. But I notice, right, 17 kills on the Omen we're looking at here. 3, 4, 5, 6. Through the rounds they won. So then they get 11 kills in 12 rounds after this. So they're a kill per round, but there's 1. Yeah, this is a 2v3 that they lose here. Yeah, they had a couple there, and then yeah, again, just death ball here, and everyone just kind of ran into the death ball. That's unfortunate. Raina gets first pick here. Okay, playing that corner, that's a nice spot to play, especially if they don't check it. Even if they do check it, you can usually get 1 or 2, and then you get traded out. I question why whoever was playing here did not help. I think that was Jet. Jet really should have helped there. Because if Jet helps there, you probably get at all 4 people there. And then, yeah, Raze gets the Omen, Arena gets the Jet, Arena gets the Killjoy. And that's a nice shot, I would assume. And then Sova plants, and Reina can just be wherever the hell she wants. Also looking at Econ. Operator. Okay, Operate. Getting the op is nice, but again, this makes it more likely that it wasn't that they weren't trying to help, it's just that they whiffed. Which I don't understand how you whiff with I don't understand how you whiff like on that. That's an easy ankle to hold. I'm just waiting for like in 20 minutes when I'm using an op and I just whiff. This one, Econ, not a bad eco buy. Ooh, actually, never fucking mind. Your teammates are going for an Econ, you eco with them. Like, at this point, you probably don't want to be running a hero rifle or 2. You'd probably be better off buying like sheriffs or specters. And here, yeah, you had enough to buy the round after that. Viper didn't. She probably should have saved a little more. And again, no kills. Okay, here. What the hell is this round? Okay, so yes, yet another death ball. Having Omen solo hold B and Cypher playing suicide angle on A, I do not agree with this strategy at all. That is very poor planning. Cypher is someone you want to keep alive into the late, yeah, into the later versions of the, into the later hours of the round. You know what I mean. You want them alive late, in the late round, because if they die, their util becomes useless. Before, Cypher could play a lot more aggressively, because if you died, your tripwires stayed up. Which meant I used to play Battle Cypher. But they removed that, so my Cypher gameplay became a little more lurky. But yeah, playing that angle as Cypher is not very good. Okay, we got the flank coming in from our Omen. Jet picks 1 with the Spectre. Sova with the Op. Gets Killjoy. There's the nade onto the Jet. Another scattered by, like, people are just forcing when they really don't have to. Like, if y'all just save, like, if y'all just commit to saving on this round, then you can get a full buy going there, maybe even a full buy going here. 3k, 1, 2, 3, and then you get swung. I would guess you were reloading, but you just got 3 people that probably ate all your bullets because this is bronze. This is a bronze lobby. And round 11. I say this knowing full well I'm like slightly better. Here, I'm guessing they got turned back from A. Here. That's what I would guess. Either that or they're AFK in their spawn for the first 20 seconds. But I don't agree with Jet being so far pushed up here. I really don't. Killjoy gets a nice one onto Viper. Viper's a very critical pick. That is rough. Like, I don't disagree with the position there, but at the same time, like, you probably want to be playing for info as opposed to picks. And Killjoy plays that angle. Raze gets the plant. And that's the thing, like this actually became a winnable round, but the slow flank with your team playing that aggressively, like, you have to win that for that to be considered good. And then Cypher. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you got 2. And then you're using the Phantom. This is something I'm seeing a lot here. A lot of people buying the Phantom. On Breeze, you probably want the Vandal, because you're going to be taking those long engagements. And being able to one-tap is just good. And then here, gets 1. Doesn't get instantly traded. Never mind, Boombot. And then there's the Raze Rocket. Okay, yeah. But still, this was a 2-on-1. Pistol round. You lose. Is that you're on offense? Not as much of a death ball as I was expecting. Losing Cypher's not good there. Getting the trade at least. You get the pick onto Sova, but then you get traded out here. I don't know why you're continuing to be pushed up that far there. In that situation, you want to be backing up. Because, like, they're repelling the push quite well. And you know there's at least 1 there. Although they're probably smoked off, but... Or they're whiffing. It is a bronze lobby. Jet gets 1. Raze gets a 2nd with the shorty. Picks up a classic. And yeah, that was a 1v1. This one, Raze gets 2. Okay, picking off the flank. That's good. And getting the trade on Cypher. That's good. Or getting the trade on Omen, trading out Cypher. That's good. And that makes it a 2v2. And then this is, you're on attack, right? Like, Unless Spike is dropped down there. Which it really shouldn't be. Like, why are you in that corner? And also, why did anyone buy anything? You lost pistol. Anyway, round 15. Okay, your pushes look a little more like what an actual push would look like. Except none of you have the individual skill required for that. Like, they were just deathballing every round, and it was working. This one... Oh, you're down a player. Right? Yeah, you're down a player. Oh yeah, Killjoy just pieced out. So yeah, those last 2 rounds you can just blame on, or those last 3 rounds you can probably just blame on Killjoy, but before that, I don't know if any of that made sense whatsoever. But... Whew. Anyway, it is now midnight, and I wasted an hour doing that, so I'm gonna close my browser. I'm gonna launch up a deathmatch, play a couple deathmatches, maybe play an unrated, I don't know. It'll depend on how the deathmatch does. But this is me showing off more of the analytical side of the game today.
Match found.
Alright, got a match. A death match. Okay, I will be on the Soba. And yeah, what you gotta do in deathmatch is you gotta focus on positioning, crosshair placement, that sort of shit. Like, yeah, sometimes you are just gonna get screwed over. Deathmatch in this game is pretty bad, but you can still, for the most part, learn something from it. Kinda. You can't learn something if you're just sitting in a corner with a phantom the entire time, which a lot of people do, especially at lower elo, and they're like, heh. It's like,
stay taut as a bowstring. The fight demands.
yeah, like I could sit here the entire round.
Fight.
Deep breath.
How are they not dead? Because I hit them in the legs 3 times. And there's someone behind me, because of course there's someone behind me. I gotta stop crouching. There's someone to my right here. How do I get 2 there? What the fuck? Okay, so there's someone behind me here. He gets killed while trying to peek me.
Shot down.
Okay. I can't tell how many people in this are actually good, because most of them, it doesn't look like they stop moving when they shoot. It's like they just do this. Like, see that? That looked like exactly what I did to that breach. I gotta stop crouching. Gotta stop crouching.
Perfect.
That spawn point for KO was bullshit, by the way. He literally spawned in behind me.
Defeated. No more secrets.
I get peeked from behind the second I turn my back, man. It's hard to keep cool playing this mode because, you know, getting peeked from behind the second you turn your back on an angle is about the most frustrating thing in this game. Right up there with people not stopping when they shoot.
Sleep, brother.
Oh, I'm just clicking around them. I've been debating turning down my sends. Oof. Yeah, they just sprayed that. Which, you know, that's not gonna improve your aim any, but...
Silence.
Yeah, I need to stop pressing crouch. See, that's when you want to crouch. And of course, there's someone run up behind me there. Just crouched under their bullets.
10 kills remaining.
That feels bad. I'm getting shot from every angle.
Kills remaining.
Yeah. Not much I can do there when I'm checking two other angles. Why does it keep spawning me in the same spot? I don't want to run through here every time.
Enemy down. Die.
Yeah, that was full running. That was some bullshit. Okay.
One kill remaining.
Bruh. It spawns me in and this dude's just sitting around the corner. The spawn points are atrocious. It spawns me in with a guy behind me. Okay. You're You're acting like deathmatch has any importance. I wish I could. Honestly, there shouldn't be any text chat of any kind in deathmatch. It's a place where people just go to be like, oh, look, I'm so good at the game. It's like, mate, it's silver level deathmatch. You're not doing anything. Oh, hey, I unlocked this knife. I'm not going to use it because I have better knives, but... I mean, I was hitting some crispy shots, but I'm still making the same mistakes. Like, I can't counter strafe. I'm committing to spraying way too easily.
Match found.
Ascent again. I don't like how many players there are on this, because it used to be 12.
Deathmatch. Warm up.
It spawns him right around the corner
Dominating.
from me? Like, what is that? What are these spawns, man? Okay. My aim sucks real bad.
We doing this or what?
Like, this is such a bad place to spawn.
Fight.
Behind me.
There's 3 people over there.
Too late.
And I have no HP. And spawns me. It spawns me around the corner from 2 people. They need to lower the amount of people on this. If you're gonna spawn me literally right behind someone, I get to crush W into them. That's the rule. Oh, okay, that person is a shitter.
Freak.
Okay.
Weak.
That was luck. How did they whiff so many shots? You're using a phantom. Okay, this person just likes to chill under corners and shit. That's how they're gonna play this. The reset time on that. I literally hold down M1 for a millisecond too long, and I'm staring at the fucking ceiling.
spotted.
Okay. What is that spawn? Spawns me on the balcony. Okay. Hard stuck bronze 3, yeah, I wonder why. Okay. My crosshair placement was just bad there. You're pre-aiming that and pre-firing that, and you lose the fight, bruh.
Ten kills remaining.
Oh, I'm so bad. Spawns. Yeah, like I commit to the spray way too easily using the Vandal.
5 kills remaining.
And it's hard to use something that actually requires aim when everyone's just spray and praying with the Phantom.
Got you.
The angel's dead. Too late.
1 kill remaining.
How is that not on their head? So yeah, I should probably just use Guardian because I can't spray with that.
Match found.
My placement was the exact same, but my score was a lot lower. Problem is, most people just here play a lot of deathmatch and they're like, oh, okay, and then they just like grab Phantom and just run around and spray. Like
Deathmatch. Warm up.
you can grab Phantom and you can just. This shit is so dumb. Why is this in the game? We both were doing it. Why is this in the game, man? What? I mean, I'm not doing that for when I'm actually aim training, but... Like... Why would it spawn? Okay, so someone walking a window right now. Maybe they jumped out.
by minha família. We won't lose.
Fight!
I need to blow something up.
I should probably buy the sheriff. Okay. Like, how am I supposed to get out of that corner when I got someone watching me the entire time? And with the aim punch, it's really hard to actually practice any aim. Like, I know my counter strafing and crosshair placement isn't great, but half the time I'm just getting a spray headshot, and then I'm just aiming over there suddenly. Bruh. Why are you sitting like that? Why would it spawn me there? Wait. Okay, bro. I keep hitting shoulder shots when I think I should hit a headshot. Like, again, shoulder when I think my crosshair is on their head. It's hard not to go to the spray when, like, literally everyone's doing it. Like, he can just spray that angle all he wants, and I can't do anything. That guy was so low, it didn't matter that my aim was bad. My man crouches. Like, see what happens when the RNG doesn't favor them? I'm getting shot from 2 angles. Literal 0 I can do there.
10 kills remaining.
And then he just turns and sprays, and because I got hit to a wall earlier. Oh yeah, you're really training your aim by running with a Spectre. Oh yeah, that's tier 1 aim training right there. See, this is how much using the Phantom gives you a fucking advantage. It's so dumb.
Kills remaining.
It's like there's no reason to use anything but the Phantom. I mean, unless you want to have fun. But no one in here is playing for fun. Or to improve. Like, he's literally just holding down M1. Falling headshot with the sheriff. Alright. Okay, there's two there that just peek me at the same time. That's cool. Okay, that was just bad aim. Okay, I don't know how that wasn't a headshot. What's my ping? 28.
One kill remaining.
How? I literally clicked on their head and the slow-mo didn't do it. And they're like, oh, I'm so good. Is there like some weird delay shit going on? Like, am I getting packet loss or some shit? Like, what's going on there? Because in a game with hit scan weapons, I'm only getting headshots when I pre-aim. Which, you know, that's how you do things in Apex. That's stats. Get rid of that. Network. Show both. Yeah, I don't know. What time is it? 12:30. I'm going to do... do I want to do an unrated or a comp? Or do I want to just do Spike Rush? I'll try a comp. Fuck it. Like, my aim isn't too bad. If I don't get a match in a minute, though, I'm canceling Q and just clicking Spike Rush. I wish deathmatch didn't show up in match history. Like, you don't need to see that. It's useless information.
Match found.
It's like, oh, how high up the scoreboard did I place in a mode that literally does not matter? Ascent, okay.
No one can hold their breath forever.
Alright, we got Brimstone, Viper, 2 Duelists, Sage. I like this comp, in theory. I maybe would have preferred a Sova or a KO over one of the Duelists, but it's fine. We're on defense first. We got 3 people with gold act ranks, 1 person with a full silver act rank, and 1 person with an act rank that's identical to my own, with slightly more bronze. This Brimstone is either a Smurf or a new account. Nah, Smurf doesn't mean good though, because there are people who are in gold.
Careful of the edges. Not sure
Yeah,
if I
there are
can
people
catch
who
it
are in
in time if
gold
it fell off. I mean,
who make a
I
Smurf
tried,
account.
of course.
So I literally just walk up here and yoink. That's not it. Okay, how did I do this earlier? I swear this worked earlier. Why are you bouncing off now? Is it on a different map? Like,
Poison orb emitting.
All mid, all mid.
Enemy down. We tend to dust.
Oh yeah. I think Phoenix is still.
Spike planted.
how? How is that not a
enemy
kill?
remaining.
Okay, we got the trade at least, but I don't understand how that wasn't a kill. That was right on his head.
Last player standing.
Well, we win round 1.
Good job.
Yo, Viper, are you plot?
That's the way.
New. Silver.
What? Oh. How'd you have a plat bunny on your clothes?
Oh, I picked that up off the ground.
Come.
Sorry, what'd you say?
I picked the ghost up off the ground.
Oh.
All mid, all mid.
Multiple enemies mid.
Spike down B.
Poison orb emitting.
One enemy remaining. Long.
Oh, he was literally right there.
Look them in the eyes when you kill them.
Wait, we won pistol and I didn't force. I'm an idiot. What is this game? I can't hit my one way all of a sudden. I swear this worked before. Why are you no work? Am I misaligning it?
Can you destroy that eye?
Enemy spotted A.
Taken down.
Spike planted. Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
I just...
Clutch.
I cannot describe how much I did not deserve to win that.
Careful, Viper. You'll scare the kids.
Here.
Right here.
Are they asleep?
Poison orb emitting.
Been beacon down.
Poison's off.
Alright.
Spike planted. Last player standing.
Healer down.
One enemy remaining.
Nice. Wait, I threw that smoke pre-round? What the fuck?
They're supposed to be fighting back, right?
That smoke was actually like kinda lit. Or kinda legit. I just chucked it off this wall. I wish I could get that one way working again, but it wasn't even on this map. I don't even think it was on this map.
Watch this. Careful.
Say.
Joke's over!
Toxins
You're
coming up.
dead! Smoke's down. Reloading.
Toxin screen down.
Spike planted.
Poison orb emitting. Poison's off.
Molly.
All right.
It's my fault.
Who am I kidding? My knees are gonna kill after this.
Need a drop.
Actually, I'm gonna eco this round. I think maybe, yeah. Or actually, what I can do instead is by judge. Then I can alt out B.
Shut that Phoenix up. Multiple enemies mid.
Yo, two mid, two mid.
You will not kill my allies.
They're all mid. I think there's 3 mid or 4.
Enemy spotted me. Open up the sky.
Last player standing.
That doesn't kill her.
Spike planted.
Who trained
I
you?
mean, it probably shouldn't have because it was a judge, but still, I've seen a lot more damage from a lot less range. Oof, that's unlucky.
I'll choke their sight.
And yeah, we still can't muster up a full buy. So instead, I'm gonna buy light armor stinger.
No prisoners.
Toxins going
Mid,
up.
mid, mid, mid. Mid and B, mid and B.
Here.
I know
Toxin
exactly
screen down.
where you are.
Toxins going up.
B, 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 B.
I jam.
Spike planted.
Toxin screen down.
Okay.
Oh, can you res me?
Spotted B.
Someone's close to you, Viper. TP back out.
One enemy remaining.
Reloading.
Thrifty.
For you. I know what must be done.
Funds to spare.
Need a drop.
Embarrassing.
Toxins going up.
Launching smoke.
Toxin screen down.
Here.
Multiple enemies mid.
Okay. They're just strafing back and forth.
Opponent
Okay.
killed.
Sage gets one.
No charges left.
30
I'm
seconds
funny
left.
on Cypher.
What inside?
Spike down B.
What inside?
One enemy remaining. Ten seconds left.
Oh, we literally just win.
Dying.
Last player standing.
My priorities, they're suffering.
We survive.
Joke's over! You're dead!
Spike down B.
Eyes down.
One enemy remaining.
For you. Together, we will bury them under their transgressions.
Anyone needed? Need a drop. Thanks. Enemy spotted mid.
39 Sage.
We fucking bad.
You will not kill my allies.
Hey, where's
Ores and
A-main?
orb emitting.
I mean, B-main.
One might be behind you, flank green. I don't know.
Enemy removed.
They're A Viper.
Poison's off.
Spike planted.
Can you try to rest me, Sage?
Eliminate. Your duty is not over.
One enemy remaining.
Diffuse, diffuse.
I figured I'd just go for damage and kill time. Winning the round is the most important thing.
Anyone need anything?
Oh hey, when I changed around my settings a little bit, I'm now able to tell the difference between filled alt orbs and not filled alt orbs.
Open up the sky.
Mid.
One enemy remaining.
Reload.
Spike down B. Last round before the switch.
We can't take anything with us after this.
I can wall off mid too with this. Hell yeah.
No prisoners.
Hey, maybe. Hey.
Toxins going up.
Begins. Good at
Toxin screen down.
Molly.
reloading. Reloading. Reloading.
Watch this. Gun here. Enemy attacker spawn.
Toxins
One
going up.
enemy remaining. Spike down mid.
Spike is safe.
30 seconds left.
Right here.
Toxin screen down.
He's running their spawn. Going to B.
We won this.
10 seconds left.
Spotted B.
Don't get in my
Switching sides.
Here. 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 Together.
Smoke's down.
toxins going up.
Reloading.
Reloading. Reloading.
Our spike carrier was killed. Enemy spike.
Spike down B.
Toxin screen down. I have the spike.
2 CT, 1 marking. Lane. Waiting.
Last player standing.
Last
One
lane.
enemy remaining.
Cutting their vision.
Pressure.
If you lose focus, you die. Breathe when it's over.
Launching smoke.
Reloading. Enemy spotted A.
Toxins going up.
They're rotating. We can rotate.
Cutting their vision.
Walk.
Enemy spotted mid.
Reloading.
Go through spawn.
Toxin
Next
screen
marker.
down. Toxins going up.
How we can run.
Toxin screen down.
Enemy spotted mid.
One's marking, one's marking.
Enemy defender spawn.
Sage also waffling.
Enemy spotted.
Plant the spike.
Spike planted.
One's on top of wall. She's spectating.
Last player standing.
I had a full
Omen kill.
One enemy remaining.
Shit, you have heal. Last one has spectating. You get the spectre. Everything up. Body gray. Oh my god, Sage, you're so
I
good.
am not just your healer.
Stand tall. We are Valorant. We are fighters.
Watch and learn.
Here.
Launching smoke.
Reloading.
Here.
Toxins going up.
Reloading.
Can you heal me?
For you.
Be faster.
Plant the
Jen,
spike.
Jen, one's Jen.
Toxin screen
Hell,
down.
maybe?
Reloading.
Spike planted.
Like, can you watch slow?
Enemy spotted A.
Joke's over. You're dead.
Behind
Bruh. I didn't have time to get into the cubby.
Imposter killed.
Also, why did he
One
plant
enemy
there?
remaining.
We had,
Last player standing.
we had
I'm so bad. 120.
we had sight control and my guy plants right there. Yeah, I would have had to make up a new lineup on the fly.
You get a pick, we move in. Got it?
This is what I mean about silver though, like
Sage, can you buy for now?
Reloading.
Harder. Let's go mid. Cat.
Here.
Run down cat. Just play slow as hell. Alright, wait for brim smokes.
Smoke's down. Headshot.
Blocking sight.
Spike down mid.
Oh, you right through?
Enemy spotted A.
Block this. Blocking sight. Give me those back.
Go mid, go mid.
Toxins going up.
Should I fight?
Finding the
drop.
spike. Toxin screen down. Spike planted.
One enemy remaining.
Someone's in defender spawn.
Last player
Hit
standing.
50, hit 50. He's gonna go upstairs. Oh, never mind. He's going lane. Dude, that's my fault. Bad call out.
Clutch.
That's my fault. That was a really bad call out.
Once more into battle. I'm not.
it's all good. I misplayed that quite heavily. keep trying to go for lineups when there's no opening for me to go for lineups.
Isolate
I
and
really shouldn't.
exterminate.
I really should just not drop onto site if at all possible.
Dim beacon here. Smoke's down.
Don't get in my way.
Open up the sky.
Headshot.
Wall raised.
Joke's over. You're dead. The fun begins.
In back room.
One enemy remaining.
Do not fight it.
Good job.
Match point.
Burn this win. Let's make it official.
Not there.
Embarrass them.
Enemy kill.
Toxins going
Healing you. 3. What's this?
Let this play.
One enemy remaining.
Light planted.
Toxin screen down.
Oh, hit 100, hit 100.
Last enemy out.
Poison orb emitted.
Attackers
GG.
win.
You should have done sooner.
GG.
Alright, well. Getting a 12-5 when, or getting a 13, being at 12-5 planted in lineup is, that's pretty good, because even if Sage loses this, right? I can definitely win the round just from lineups. But yeah, that was a dominant game from our Jet. 31 kills. And yeah, Jet and Phoenix had good game. I was bottom on our team. I still got plus 17. I was throwing util. I apparently got... That was apparently a molly kill, not a classic kill. This round, I clutched up. I really should not have won that. But we won the first 4, we lost 2, and then we won 6 after that. Yeah, how was my performance? Against enemy Cypher was gold 1. I was 2-0 against him, which gives me that gold star, which probably also gives me some bonus RR. Like, I didn't feel like I played super well. I got killed a few times. Like, I definitely lost us this round because I was trying to go for lineups when I really shouldn't have. Anyway, I'm gonna call this stream here. I've been live for 3 hours. Honestly, not a bad stream. Did about an hour of lineup practice, an hour of analyzing whatever, looking through game, basically just looking through games and like looking at this stuff, seeing what I can discern about the game. Like for instance here, we basically had 2 pistol rounds because no one bought round 2. Oh, is the top one spent and the bottom one is leftover? No, that doesn't make sense. Whatever. So yeah, thanks to anyone who tuned in during the stream. Oh yeah, we also had that at we also had that always exciting just like 10 minutes of dead silence. Yeah, 10 minutes of dead silence while I ate. Anyways, yeah, thanks to anyone who tuned in. That was a good stream, and apparently there were some concurrent viewers, probably just people. I think one of them was just someone putting me on to go to sleep, but I mean, the watch time helps. So yeah, thanks to anyone who tuned in. Hope you all have a wonderful day. Tomorrow, because you know today is almost over. Like actually, it's 1:14. Go to bed.